Hey there, web warriors, welcome back to DevMadeEasy, where we dive deep into the world of design and development. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey together as we craft something truly special from scratch, a responsive Navbar. But hold on tight, because this isn't just a tutorial. We are not going just to build a Navbar, we are going to master it. By the end of this video, you not only have a sleek and functional Navbar for your website, but you also have gained invaluable insights and skills that will take your web design game to the next level. Now I know that you might be thinking, why should I stick around until the end? Well, let me tell you why. Through this tutorial, I'll be sharing side tips, tricks, and shortcuts that will save you time and frustration in your own projects. Plus, I've got some bonus techniques up my sleeve that you won't to miss. So, grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and join me on this epic coding adventure. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be glad you did it. Let's dive in. Alrighty, let's create our project right from the beginning. Okay, first of all, let's create our file structures like always. Let's start here with index.html, and here let's give it a title. Apply the title for this one is responsive navbar. Okay, and here we also need a link to connect our markup to our CSS. We don't have the CSS yet, but we're about to create that. So let's come here and create it. Let's call that style.css, because that is what this is gonna do, create the style. Let's go back here and create our JavaScript file. Okay, let's call that app.js. Let's come back here and yeah, let's go to the next phase. Now I wanna open the live server, and I'm gonna type on the right and you see the effects in real time on the left. Okay, let's create our Navbar. As you can see, we're using Emmet because it makes everything more efficient and quickly. So let's create 4 LIs, and inside these LIs we're gonna have anchor. Okay, so links. In my case, they're not pointed to nowhere. Of course, if you have a website, they're gonna be pointed to wherever you want. Okay. And here, let's also give some titles. DevMadeEasy is for the first one. Service for the second one. One more here is going to be the portfolio. And let's give them a way to contact us, like contact. Okay, as you can see on the left, we have a list. As usual, here in the style.css, let's have a CSS reset, but more important than that, I'm going to show you why we need it. Let me go to the body here and create a body. And the border, this border in 2 pixels, solid and purple. So you're going to see that different browsers like Safari, Mozilla, they have different numbers, and we want to work with our own numbers. Like margin 0, we just remove the margin. Now padding 0, you're gonna see we have no padding, and box size in bottom box is easier to work with height and knowing what you are doing. Okay, we can no longer need this, so let's delete this and apply some style to the body. Okay, let's start with min height of 100 VH, sets the minimum height of the body to 100% of the viewport height. And now sets the background image of the body to image. Okay, background size cover, ensure that the background image covers the entire background area of the body without stretching or repeating, as you can see here. And now background repeat, no repeat, prevents the background image from repeating in case it does cover the entire background area. Background position center, send the background image horizontally and vertically within the body, not 0, 0, but center. Okay, and yeah, looks like we have a nice effect. And for the font family here, you can pick whatever you want. I'm gonna use Poppins, and in case of it doesn't work, sans serif is a fallback plan. And let's see what we have so far. Okay, it looks good. Congratulations. Let's go to the next phase. Okay, now let's grab the nav. Let's have a background color. Let's set the background color of the nav to white. And now let's have a box shadow. Applies a box shadow of the nav element with the 3 and 3 values represent the horizontal and the vertical offset of the shadow. 5 pixels here is going to represent the blur radius. And let's have also this RGBA. It specifies the color and the opacity of the shadow. The opacity here is going to be 0, 1. And as you can see, we already have this nice shadow effect. Now grab the nav UL with 100%, set the width of the UL element inside the nav to 100% of its contained element. List style none, remove the default bullet point of the list items. Display here is going to be flex, turn the UL element into a flex container. Allow the flexbox layout property to be applied to its children. Justify content here is going to be flex end, align the flex items to the end of the flex container. And align items, align the flex item vertically in the center of the flex container. Ensure that they are vertically centered within the navigation bar, okay? Grab the Navbar ally, set 50 pixels, set the height of each list item within the navigation bar to 50 pixels. New here, ready to take your dev skills to the next level? Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated to our newest videos, suitable for beginners and advanced developers alike. Don't miss out on valuable insights and tips. Join us now and let's grow together. Now we grab the Navbar anchor tag itself, set the height to 100%, within the navigation bar to 100% of the container list, padding 0 30 adds 30 pixels of padding to the left and the right sides to the anchor elements, create space around the anchor text, okay? Text decoration here is going to be none, remove the default angular line decoration from the anchor text. Display flex, turn the anchor elements into flex containers, allowing for flexbox layout property to be applied for their child elements. Align items here, center. And the color is gonna be black, and as you can see, yeah, we have a nice effect red. Very nice so far. Now let's grab the nav and let's apply a hover effect, okay, on the color. So let's have the background color is gonna be set the background to the anchor tag to a light gray. When it's being hovered over, provide visual feedback to the user that the element is interactive. Let me show you. Okay, you have this nice effect. And now let's start the first item list within the navigation bar, okay? Using first child, and margin right out sets the right margin of the first list item to auto, push it to the far left of its container and causing the other list items to be positioned to its right. Going back to our markup, we need 2 bars here, one the regular one and the other is going to be the sidebar for the small screens, okay? So let's duplicate this one, Command D, and in here, the first one, let's give it a class of sidebar, class sidebar, so we can style it using CSS, okay? As you can see right now, it looks a little weird. We have 2 sidebars, and that's not what we want. We have to put that on the sidebar, on the right sidebar. Okay, now we have our sidebar. Let's take care of that, put that on the left. Position here is going to be fixed. Set the element's position to fixed, meaning to remain in fixed position relative to the viewport even when scrolling. Top and right 0. Position the element at the top right corner of the viewport. Height is going to be 100 VH of the viewport height. Width, let's set that to 250 pixels. Z index here 999. Set a stack order of elements, sure it appears above all the elements of the page. Background color is going to be just white. Let's also apply a box shadow. apply a box shadow to the element, create a shadow effect on its left side. Okay. It's gonna be black and with a pass of 10%. And let's go to the layout display flex, turn the element into a flex container. Flex direction column, arrange the child elements on the flex container in a layout as a column. Align items flex start, align the child elements to the start of the cross axis. Justify content flex start, align the child elements to the start of the main axis, left in this case, as you can see. Alright, after subscribing, this is very important, okay? Let's grab the sidebar li and set the width of all list items within the sidebar to 100% of their containers width. Now let's set the width of all anchor tag elements within the sidebar to 100% of the containers width, okay? As you saw in the beginning, there was a glass sidebar, so let's do that right now. Let's come back here to the sidebar, and here let's use the background filter. Let's use the blur, and for the blur here, just 10 pixels, and no results at all. So let's give some transparency here, okay? Let's use RGBA. The color is gonna be the same, okay? 255, 255, 255 3 times. And for the transparency, 20%. And as you can see, we have a nice glass effect on our sidebar. Of course, feel free to use your own numbers, alright? Okay, now I'm gonna just remember you that we're gonna have two SVG, this one, the hamburger, and another one, that is the closed one, and you can download both of them down below in the video description, alright? So let me close this for now. Okay, now back to the HTML, our markup. We're gonna create another li, and inside this one, we're gonna use our hamburger, okay? Let me close this for now and place it here. And just behind this one, we cannot see because it's display flex. Let's say display none, and now you can see. Let's do now something very interesting, okay? And here let's have the one click attribute, indicate that when the list item is clicked, the JavaScript function named hide sidebar is gonna be called. We don't have that yet, but we are about to create that. Now we are in the realm of JavaScript where the magic really happens. Let's now create that function that we talk about on click function. Okay, so every time you click on that item, this is gonna call this function. And this function is gonna do something very simple. It's gonna change the display to flex or none. Let me go back here and show to you. Let's grab the sidebar. Okay, let's measure it on the function. Find the sidebar element in the document by using the document query select method that select the first element that match the specified CSS selector is the sidebar. And all we want to do is grab this display none here, and you are gonna change that to flex, okay? We're gonna do that every time we click on it. So let's go back here and let's do it. Sidebar dot style dot display set to flex. Make it visible. Allow it to be laid out as a flex container instead of none, okay? I forgot this one. And let me see. I click, it opens. Yeah, it's great. Good job. We don't want to keep this open forever, so let's use now this X, okay? It's gonna be used to close this. So as we did before, let's go to the markup. And we don't need this web dev because we have the one on the sidebar. So let's delete that one. And instead, let's place the X, okay? And you have it here, but for now it's not working because we have to do some work. Let me go to the li again. On click. Let's choose the function on click, okay? Instead of show, let's say hide sidebar. All right. Now we are ready to create that. It's very simple. All I have to say here is sidebar.style.display none, okay? Function sidebar. We can actually copy those lines here and place it down here. And instead of flex, let's say none. And now is the time to test it. I open and I can close, open, close. And yeah, I can spend all day doing that. Let's have fun making it responsive. So at media, let's say max with 800 pixels. We don't want to show those services, portfolio, and contact menu, okay? So let's grab this class, hide on mobile, display none. We don't want to show those ones. So in order to do that, nothing happens because we don't have that class yet. So let's choose what we want to hide on small screens. In my case, just those three icons, the service, portfolio, and contact. We need just the logo and the hamburger. So class, and the class is going to be hide on mobile. And as you can see, in small screens, we see just the logo and the hamburger. But in the big ones, okay, we see everything. The small ones we cannot see. We can see now because it's a big screen, and now we no longer can see it. For screens that are even smaller than this one, we don't want to show anything, just a sidebar menu, okay? So with the max width of 400 pixels, dot sidebar, let's give a width of 100%. So all you can see is just our sidebar menu. Let me show you. Yeah. It occupies 100% of the screen. And let me see, test it here. Yeah, it's working. It opens and it closes. Very good. Improving a little bit our page here. We don't want that people see the hamburger menu on the big screen because it does make sense. We already have the logo and all the links, so it's not necessary, okay? So the idea here is to hide it in the big screen like this one. So let's give it a class. It's the last one here. Class, let's say menu button. And let's style that. Let's grab it on the CSS menu button. Display, let's say none, so it's invisible, okay? But we want that to be visible on small screens, and right now it's not. It looks like there is some problem here. I made a mistake somewhere. 99% of the time, people, is just a typo, okay? So menu button, remember to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. Give us a like if you like it. Display block. And yeah, it's still not working. Yeah, because yeah, it's not working. It's not becoming blocky. It's visible in the big one, in the small one. So let's go back here to the media and see what's going on. Yeah, I can see the problem. I put the menu button display block outside of the media. So let me just copy this one, cut this one. Yeah. Looks like my mouse is not working. It's not helping me. Let's give a save. And now in the big screen, you cannot see it. In the small screens, you can see it. Very, very nice. This is for very small screens, for media screens. And that's amazing. It's working. Good job. That's all for today, guys. I really hope you like it. If you like it, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.